Thank you so much for joining us on the Midday News. I'm Tusiolo. The state government has promised to pay adequate compensations to affected individuals who lost their crops to the ongoing Ekiti Ring Road Phase 1 construction project. The state deputy governor, Okinlo Amunisade Afuye, made the promise in Ado-Ekiti while interfacing with stakeholders from the 6 communities where the Ring Road project traversed. Adida Adele has details.
Representatives from Iwuruko, Are, Afao, Araromiobo, Orun, and Igbimon communities under a federal local council development area where the Ring Road traversed. Okinlo Amunisade Afuye, while addressing the stakeholders, said that Governor Biodun Oyebanji values the welfare of Ekiti citizens and will not do anything that will inflict suffering or cause infringement on their rights. According to her, the project will in turn boost economic activities in the 6 host communities when completed. The deputy governor said that the move to compensate the affected people was to douse the fear being nursed by farm owners in the towns where the road projects will cut across.
The view and interest of the citizen will always be put into consideration in all the activities and program of government. This meeting is therefore to resolve whatever issues and questions that have been agitating the minds of our people on the project.
The deputy governor appealed to the farmers and other residents to cooperate with the contractor for speedy completion of the projects that will bring development to the benefiting communities and decongest Ado-Ekiti of traffic. Also speaking at the forum, the Commissioner for Works, Mr. Shola Adebayo, revealed that the entire road length from Iwuruko was 18 kilometers and needed to be completed within 24 months, which he said made it imperative for the citizens to support the contractor. He added that the Ministry of Works had begun full enumeration of all the affected farmers and landowners, assuring them that they will all be compensated in due course. In his submission, the Commissioner for Information, Chief Taiwo Olatubosun, revealed that the policy was aimed at creating better access across Ekiti.
What is important at the end of it all is for us to have infrastructural development, peaceful coexistence in those areas and the entire people. And I want to say this, that every step necessary for development and cooperation and relationship, good relationship, will be taken.
The Alare of Ado-Ekiti, Oba Adebiyi Boluwade, while speaking at the forum, noted that his people were elated by the project conception, noting that it will add value to the development of the affected towns.
Please let it be known to you that from Iwuruko to Igbimon, we are peace-loving people. We have nothing against you. Give us information, because information is power.
Adedayo Adele reporting.
In the meantime, Governor Oyebanji has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to continue to effectively fulfill the agenda on human capital development by investing heavily in the education sector. The governor gave the affirmation while declaring open the meeting of all Nigerian Confederation of Principals of Public Secondary Schools, ANCOPS, Southwest Block held in Ado, the state capital. Adida Adele again has details.
At the forum were ANCOPS members drawn from the southwest state of Ekiti, Osun, Ondo, Ogun, Oyo, and Lagos. Governor Oyebanji, who was represented by his deputy, Okinlo Amunisade Afuye, said that principals were central in the attainment of secondary school education, hence the need for them to continue to be proactive in the discharge of their duties. According to him, the state government, through the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, had injected over 2 billion naira for massive renovation and upgrade of schools across the state to enhance conducive environments for learning.
Other areas of intervention in the secondary school included provision of science equipment, training of teachers in ICT, perimeter fencing to secure the schools, provision of information and communication technology gadgets in schools, implementation of outstanding financial benefit of promotion, payment of right fees, distribution of JAM form to the serving students, and regular payment of running grants, to mention but field.
Governor Yebanji charged the principals to use the opportunity to create cordial relationship with staff to ensure high productivity in their respective schools. He said that the present administration had established a good relationship with Ekiti ANCOPS and teachers, assuring them that government will always support ANCOPS in order for it to achieve its objectives.
I therefore encourage you to use all the business methods to ensure that your students always excel in their examinations. I also advise that you prevail on parents to be responsible and fulfill their obligation towards their children.
Earlier, the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Dr. Bimpe Aderiye, represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Dr. Folakemi Olomojobi, charged ANCOPS members to use the forum to provide solutions to various challenges confronting education in the region.
On behalf of our electable governor, Governor Biodun Abayomi, I want to implore us to please put our hands together. I'm delighted to have you here, and I know that it will be better because this meeting is being held here.
The Chairman Southwest Block of ANCOPS, Mr. Mojisola Ojetunde, and the State ANCOPS President, Mrs. Adekemi Olukowade, thanked the state government for providing the needed tools for teaching and learning.
At the whole state, we had a 5-hour post-evaluation meeting where we assessed the program in its entirety.
We should be effective in administering various schools and also key ourselves into various policies of the state government because this government belongs to us.
They said that the aims and objectives of the ANCOPS were geared towards ensuring qualitative secondary education through constant relationship with the government. Adedayo Adele reporting.
The Pan-African Socio-Political Organization Afenifere has now annulled the office of the acting leader of the group, being occupied by Pa Ayo Adebanjo. This was an organization reiterated its call for the formation of state police aimed amid the rising insecurity in the land. Afenifere, which appointed Adebanjo as the acting leader of the group in 2022, said that the position had been abrogated and formed another group named Afenifere Elders Caucus with Adebanjo a member and Fashoroti as leader. This was in a communique issued at the end of the monthly meeting in Akure. According to the communique, Fashoroti is the chairman of the Elders Caucus, while the members of the group include Adebanjo, Obaolu Falai, Senator Cornelius Adebayo, Senator Femi Okoromu, Bashorun Sendia Robofas, Senator Kofo Boko Akerele, Archbishop Prince Ayo Ladigolu, Lieutenant General Alania Kiniade retired, Major General Olubajowa retired, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, and Professor Banji Akintoye. The chairman and chief executive officer of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, Dr. Tayo Aduloju, has called on President Bola Tinubu and state governors to consider appointing professional strategists among their routine aides to ensure the effective implementation of government policies. Aduloju made a call in a program in Abuja. He also called for the establishment of strategic offices across various government parastatals to enhance the execution of government policies. The police command in the Federal Capital Territory FCT has cleared the air that the explosion that occurred near a refuse dump outside the Bureau of Public Enterprise premises in the Maitama area of Abuja was not bomb related. The police public relations officer in the FCT, Superintendent Josephine Ada, said this in a statement in Abuja. She said a rapid response team and members of the explosive ordnance disposal unit were deployed to assess the situation after the alleged incident on Wednesday. According to our preliminary findings indicate that an overheated metal refuse container activated under intense heat exploded and injured 2 of the refuse evacuators. She said the affected refuse evacuators were currently receiving medical attention at Maitama General Hospital. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has demanded to see the death certificate of the former director of Legal Ministry of Petroleum Resources, Grace Taga. Counsel to Taga, Adane Alum, had on November 4 last year informed the Federal Capital Territory High Court that his client had died. Tiger was standing trial before Justice Oluka Diadeniyi on allegations bordering on bribery in the gas supply processing agreement between Process and Industrial Development and the federal government of Nigeria. Not satisfied with the claim, the counsel for the AFCC, Mohammed Hussein, insisted that Tiger's death certificate must be produced before the court as stipulated by law. Tiger's counsel pleaded with the court to give him more time to get the certificate, adding that a death certificate was not yet ready. And the Federal High Court, sitting in Jos, has refused to grant a request by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Plateau State to stop the inauguration of 16 All Progressive Congress APC candidates as House of Assembly members. The 16 APC candidates are beneficiaries of the Court of Appeal judgment, which wrongly sacked the 8 PDP elected members over an intra-party affair. The court, presided over by Justice A.V. Aguchi, held that it would not be right for it to accede to the request because of the peculiarity of the case. The court also refused to grant prayers of the PDP, asking the Assembly and the Speaker not to recognize the certificate of return issued to the APC lawmakers by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). In the same vein, the Supreme Court has dismissed the appeal of Tonye Cole and the All Progressive Congress (APC) against the election of Simi Fubara as governor of Rivers State for lack in merit. The court held that the appellant did not prove the allegations of non-compliance with the Electoral Act, among others. The court held that the appeal was incompetent and dismissed it. Cole, who was the APC candidate of the March 18, 2023 election, was challenging the victory of Governor Fubara on the ground that he had not resigned as Accountant General of Rivers State before the election. Cole also cited alleged irregularities, non-compliance with the Electoral Act, corrupt practices, among others. And after the foreign scene, authorities in Sri Lanka have passed legislation imposing life jail sentence on social media users for posts the presidency deemed false or threat to national security. The main opposition said that the law was aimed at silencing government opponents ahead of presidential elections later in the year. Social media was key tool used by protesters during 2022 economic crisis, with nationwide demonstration forcing the then President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to step down. As on the foreign scene, the Comoros Supreme Court has confirmed the re-election of the President Assoumani, whose victory in a disputed election last week was followed by deadly protest. Justice Mohammed said Assoumani won the 57.2% of the election, rectifying slightly downward earlier figures. Opposition leaders have described the election as fraudulent, but the court dismissed as inadmissible lawsuit seeking its annulment. That's enough. Thank you so much for watching. Stand by for the Yoruba version. Good afternoon.
ẹ káàsán ẹsùkúṣẹ́ látòrọ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí Bùkọ́lá Adébùkọ́lá lórúkọ tèmi. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti ṣe ìlérí láti san owó tó tọ́ àti owó tó yẹ bí owó gbà má bínú fún ọlọ́dọọni tó bá pàdánù èrè oko wọn níbi àkànṣe iṣẹ́ pópónà alábùjá tí wọ́n ń ṣe lọ́wọ́. Ìgbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ yìí Ọ̀kínlọ́ Àmúsádé Afúyẹ́ ló ṣèlérí yìí nílùú Àdó lásìkò tó ń bá àwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn láwọn ìlú mẹ́fẹ̀ẹ̀fà tí òpópónà ọ̀hún yóò gbà kọjá tó ń bá wọn ṣe ìpàdé. Adédayọ̀ Adéléyẹ múròyìn ọ̀hún wá ẹ jẹ́ a gbọ́.
àwọn tó wà níkàlẹ̀ níbi ìpàdé ọ̀hún làwọn aṣojú ìlú Ìwòròkó, Àré, Àfàọ̀, Arárọ̀mí, Ọ̀rún àti Ìgbìmọ̀ Èkìtì tí gbogbo wọn wà lábẹ́ ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ onídàgbàsókè Ìfẹ́dára tí ọ̀nà Àbújá ọ̀hún gbà kọjá. Nígbà tó ń bá wọn ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ kan sọ̀rọ̀, Ọ̀kínlọ́ Àfúyẹ́ sọ pé gómìnà Oyèbánjí mọrírì ìgbé ayé ìrọ̀rùn àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì tí kò sì ní ṣe ohunkóhun tó lè pa wọ́n lára tàbí tẹ ẹ̀tọ́ wọn lójúmọ́lẹ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bó ti sọ, iṣẹ́ àkànṣe náà yóò mú ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àwọn ìlú mẹ́fẹ̀ẹ̀fà tí pópónà náà gbà kọjá búrẹ́kẹ́ sí bíṣẹ́ ọ̀hún bá parí tán. Ìgbákejì gómìnà sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ láti ṣètò gbàmábínú fáwọn tíṣẹ́ àkànṣe náà palára láwọn ìlú tọ́rọ̀ kàn ló wà láti fọkàn àwọn àgbẹ̀ náà balẹ̀. Ọ̀kínlọ́ Àfúyẹ́ wá pàrọwà fáwọn àgbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn olùgbé àwọn ìlú ọ̀hún wípé kí wọ́n fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn kọngilá tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ náà kíṣẹ́ ọ̀hún ó bá lè tètè parí, lóhun tó sọ pé yóò mú ìdàgbàsókè báwọn ìlú tó jàǹfààní rẹ̀ tí yóò sì mú àdínkù bá súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ láwọn pópónà ìlú Adó Èkìtì. Nígbà tóun náà ń sọ̀rọ̀, kọmíṣánná fọ́rọ̀ iṣẹ́ òde Adéṣọlá Adébáyọ̀ sọ pé pópónà náà láti Ìwòròkó sí ibi tó parí sí ló jẹ́ kìlómítà 18, èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n parí rẹ̀ láàrin oṣù 24. Lóhun tó sọ pé ó fi ṣe pàtàkì fáwọn aráàlú láti súgbà àwọn kọngilá tí wọ́n ṣe iṣẹ́ náà. Ó ní iléeṣẹ́ fọ́rọ̀ iṣẹ́ òde ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àkọsílẹ̀ lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ orúkọ àwọn àgbẹ̀ àtàwọn tí wọ́n ní ilẹ̀ tọ́rọ̀ kàn pẹ̀lú ìlérí wípé ìjọba yóò ṣètò gbàmábínú fún wọn. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tirẹ̀, kọmíṣánná fétò ìròyìn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Táíwò Ọlátúbọ̀sún sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ náà ló wà láti jẹ́ kó rọrùn fáwọn èèyàn láti láǹfààní láti wọ ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì nírọ̀rùn. Kábíyèsí Alárè Ọba Adébíyì Bolúwadé tó sọ̀rọ̀ lórúkọ àwọn tó kù sọ pé inú àwọn èèyàn ń dùn púpọ̀ fúnṣẹ́ àkànṣe náà, lóhun tó sọ pé yóò jẹ́ káwọn ìlú tọ́rọ̀ kàn ó túbọ̀ dàgbàsókè. Ọba àlàyé ọ̀hún sọ pé àwọn èèyàn agbègbè náà kò ní ìkùnsínú kankan pẹ̀lú ìjọba lórí ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún. Adérẹ̀mí Ògúnlẹ̀yẹ ló ń jábọ̀ ìròyìn.
Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ti ṣe àtẹnumọ́ ìfarajì ìjọba rẹ̀ láti tẹ̀síwájú nípa ṣíṣe ètò ìrónilágbára fẹ́ka ìwà ọmọ ẹ̀dá nípa ètò ìdókòwò lẹ́ka ètò ẹ̀kọ́. Gómìnà ló ṣèlérí yìí lásìkò tó ń ṣíde ìpàdé ti àwọn olùkọ́ àgbà ilé ẹ̀kọ́ girama ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ẹ̀ka ti gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn tí wọ́n ṣètò nílùú Àdó Èkìtì. Ẹgbẹ́ ìgbìmọ̀ Yorùbá Afẹ́nifẹ́re ti fagilé ipò adelé olórí ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún tí olóyè Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ dì mú. Èyí lèrò ẹgbẹ́ náà níbi wọ́n ṣe pè fún ìdásílẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá ìbílẹ̀ látàrí ètò ààbò tó dágẹ́gẹ́. Ẹgbẹ́ Afẹ́nifẹ́re tó yan Adébánjọ bí adelé olórí ẹgbẹ́ náà ní 2022 sọ pé wọ́n ti fagilé ipò náà tó ń ṣe ìdásílẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ àgbààgbà Afẹ́nifẹ́re tí Adébánjọ jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ tí olóyè Fáṣọ̀rántì sì jẹ́ olórí ẹgbẹ́. Èyí wà nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan lẹ́yìn ìpàdé olóṣooṣù wọn tó wáyé nílùú Àkúrẹ́ lólú ìpínlẹ̀ Oǹdó. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde náà tí alága olóyè Fáṣọ̀rántì tó jẹ́ alága ìgbìmọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ àgbààgbà ọ̀hún fọwọ́ sí sọ pé àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ náà tó kù ní olóyè Adébánjọ, ọba Olúfàlàyé, sẹ́nitọ̀ Cornelius Adébáyọ̀, sẹ́nitọ̀ Fẹ́mi Òkúròmú, Báṣọ̀run Sẹ̀ǹdé Arúgbọ́fà, sẹ́nitọ̀ Kòfó Bọ́knọ́ Akérèlé, bíṣọ̀bù àgbà Ayọ̀ Ládìgbòlú àti ajagunfẹ̀yìntì Àlàní Akínrìnàdé. Bákan náà ni ajagunfẹ̀yìntì Olúbájọwà, ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Bọ́lájí Akínyẹmí àti ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Bánjí Akíntóyè àtàwọn míì. Olùdarí ẹ̀ka fẹ́tò ọrọ̀ ajé níbi ètò àpérò kan ọ̀mọ̀wé Táyọ̀ Adúlójú ti ránṣẹ́ pé ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu àti àwọn gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ láti gbìyànjú láti máa yan àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ sí ipò lójúnà àti mú kí ètò ìṣàmúṣe ètò ìjọba ó lè máa jágere. Ó fún ìpè yìí níbi ètò kan nílùú Àbújá. Ó ké pe àwọn olùdásẹ́sílẹ̀ wípé wọ́n yóò ṣàgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ẹ̀ka káàkiri ilé-iṣẹ́ ìjọba tí yóò máa mójútó ètò ìlànà àti ìṣàmúṣe ètò ìjọba gbogbo. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá lólú ìlú ilẹ̀ yìí ti sọ àsọyé lórí ìbúgbàmù tó wáyé ní oríkò kan tí wọ́n ń da pàǹtí sí níwájú àjọ tó ń ṣètò ìdókòwò ní Maitama nílùú Àbújá. Alukoro iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ní olú ìlú ilẹ̀ wa Josephine Ade ló sọ̀rọ̀ nínú àtẹ̀jáde nílùú Àbújá. Ó sọ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá náà ni wọ́n ti ṣe ìwádìí tí wọ́n sì rí wípé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjọ́rú. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe wí, ìwádìí ti ṣàfihàn wípé àwọn irin kan tí ó gbóná kọjá ààlà ni ó búgbàmù tí ó sì ṣe ìpalára fáwọn méjì tó ń sa pàǹtí. Ó sọ wípé àwọn méjì ọ̀hún ni wọ́n ti gbé lọ ilé ìwòsàn ní agbègbè Maitama nílùú Àbújá tí wọ́n sì ti ń gba ìtọ́jú. Adé rọ àwọn aráàlú láti kíyèsára o kó sì yàgò fáwọn ohunkóhun tó lè ṣokùnfà ìbúgbàmù nínú ìgòrò ìdálẹ́nu. Àjọ tó ń gbógun ti ìwà wọ̀bìà lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ti sọ pé wọn yóò rí ìwé ẹ̀rí tó jẹ́ pé olùdarí lẹ́ka ètò òfin ní iléeṣẹ́ epo rọ̀bì ilẹ̀ yìí Grace Tiger tó dolóògbé. Agbẹjọ́rò fún Tiger Daniel Alumu ló sọ ní ọjọ́ 4 oṣù kọkànlá ọdún tó kọjá wípé oníbàárà òun ló ti di olóògbé báyìí lọ́rọ̀ tó sọ ní iwájú ilé ẹjọ́ gíga kan nílùú Àbújá. Tiger ló ń jẹ́jọ́ níwájú adájọ́ Olúkáyọ̀dé Adéníyì lórí ẹ̀sùn tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú gbígbówó ìbọ̀bẹ́ àti gbígbé ọ̀rọ̀ epo afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì báṣubàṣu láì gba àwíjàre rẹ̀ gbọ́. Agbẹjọ́rò àjọ tó ń gbógun ti ìwà ìbàjẹ́ Mohammed Hussein sọ pé kí Tiger lọ mú ìwé ẹ̀rí olóògbé náà kó ti dolóògbé kó lọ mú wá síwájú ilé ẹjọ́. Agbẹjọ́rò Tiger ló rọ ilé ẹjọ́ náà kí wọ́n fún un ní àkókò kó ń fi wá ìwé ẹ̀rí oníbàárà òun jáde. Ilé ẹjọ́ gíga kan nílùú Jos ti kọ̀ láti gba ẹ̀bẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP ní ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau láti ṣe ìdádúró ìbúrawọṣẹ́ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC 16 tí wọ́n jáwèlú láti wọ ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ APC 16 náà ló jẹ àǹfààní lẹ́yìn tí ilé ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn dájọ́ tó sì fagilé ìdìbò yan ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP 8 tí wọ́n yàn látàrí ẹ̀gbọ́n kàrúrù tó wáyé láàrin ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún. Adájọ́ Agizi sọ wípé kò iṣẹ́ ohun tó tọ́ láti fi ààyè gba ẹ̀bẹ̀ wọn pé kí wọ́n tẹ̀síwájú. Ilé ẹjọ́ náà ló wá fagilé àdúrà àti ẹ̀bẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP pé kí àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wọn kó tẹ̀síwájú ní ilé aṣòfin náà àti pé olórí ilé aṣòfin ọ̀hún ni wọn kò fi ààyè gbà láti jẹ́ olórí ilé aṣòfin látàrí pé àjọ elétò ìdìbò ilẹ̀ yìí kò ti gba ìwé ẹ̀rí mọ́yege rẹ̀. nílòkùn ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí fún tọ̀sán òní tó dàgbà pẹ̀lú wa ní àṣálẹ́ fún àkọ́tún ìròyìn ẹ̀kú kalẹ̀ ire o.